Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do the section view, assuming that you have everything in your house and you're pretty happy with where it is. I would start off by looking at it in 3D. And so when you look at it in 3D, you'll be able to see which way the roof slopes and pick a wall accordingly. So you want to pick a wall where the roof slope is defined to that. So for example, I wouldn't want to pick this wall here because it has a gable end. So I'm going to pick a wall where there's the slope of the roof because I want that to show up in my section view. So I go into my floor plan, and it looks like right over here is probably a decent place for me to place that section view. There's two ways that you can do that. Up along the very top here, there's a shortcut to a section view. Alternately, in the view ribbon, there's the section view tool here. You'll click on that, and then what you'll do is you'll start on the outside and just where that section view will start, and then you continue and just mouse over into the house and click where you want it to end. If you go to the properties, there's actually two options for a section view. There's a building section and a wall section. Be sure to choose the wall section here because then it'll show up in the wall section part of your project browser. The next thing you're going to want to do is take a quick look at that section and decide whether you want it to be facing that way or not, and whether you want to crop it in or not. All right, so you can flip it around so that it faces the opposite direction, or you can like make it so that it can see into the house a little ways and see some furniture. I just want to look at that section, so I've cropped it in pretty tight, and that's all that I'm going to see. There's several ways to get to the actual section view. You can, once you've placed this and finished it, you can double click on the circle of the section view, or you can go down in your project browser and find the section view in your project browser. So right here would be that section I just made. And so I could double click here, or I could double click on the circle, and that'll take me into my section view. Once you get into your section view, you're going to do a little bit more cropping. You can grab these controls here, and just like you would crop in other views, you can crop that up. And you're also going to clean up the levels here. So remember to clean up the levels. If you just click on the line, look for that little wiggly line, and that'll allow you to put an elbow into it and move things around a little bit so the labels of the levels are not overlapping. All right, so if you're happy with your section view and you're ready to put some annotations onto it, what you're going to do is go to the Annotate ribbon, click on the large capital A, and it'll open up this new section here. In the leader panel of the Annotate ribbon, you can probably best choose the leader line that has an elbow in it, so the two segments. And for the purpose of this project, there's only 4 things that I need you to label. You're going to label the foundation footer, and so click for an arrow there, and then click to place that there, and then put your text in. Why is that not doing that? There we go. And so that's going to be my what's going on here? Foundation footer. All right. Click to place that. I don't know how it got so far over there. I got a little carried away. Let's pull it back over here. Pull the arrow over. Clean things up. You'll also have your foundation wall. So I'm going to go ahead and place that in. Foundation wall. And I'm going to have you put a leader line as well for the finished grade. Right there. And the last thing is just identifying the roof. Okay. So those, I'll show you how to modify the size of those in just a sec. But before I do that, let's make sure that you have your a triangle slope for on your roof to show the slope. So you'll go to where it says spot slope, click on it. It probably will default to arrow. Change that to triangle, and then click on the top of your roof, and then you can place that triangle, and then after it's been placed, hit escape a few times to stop placing it, and you might want to tuck it in a little bit because it's kind of a large triangle. All right, in terms of how large this font is here, we're going to go down and create a new sheet for that wall section view. Right, mouse click, new sheet, choose the B size, hit OK, and let's just rename this one. Looks like I have a few here already, but let's rename this one to be, we'll leave that the number, but we'll change it to be wall section view. Hit OK. And then here's where we figure out the size of the text. So we'll drag in that wall section view and take a look at what it looks like in the drawing. So the words roof, finished grade, foundation wall, and foundation footer are appropriately sized for that size of drawing. However, the actual drawing itself is a little small. So we'll go back into our section and we'll play around with the scale here. So right now it's 1/8. Let's go up to 1/4 and see what that looks like. We go back into the drawing and it looks like that's a little bit more appropriately sized. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and clean things up with the new scale in the section view. All right, and so I will just clean everything up, make sure that it all makes sense, move things around so that they're not overlapping and so that they're lined up nicely. Once you're all done with that, turn off hide the crop region, the actual boundary, but make sure that it is cropped. And let's assume that everything here is in perfect condition, which it's not, but you would make it look a little cleaner here. Go back into your drawing, and then I would recommend that you actually delete the one that you originally put in here. Put in a nice clean one, and allow Revit to do the resizing of that title bar that's underneath there where it says section, and it has the scale on it. All right, so that should do the trick in terms of you figuring out your section view and getting it into the drawing and sizing everything